What's up, everybody? Eric and Jenna here, driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holders.
Having the world's okayest birthday today.
It really is the world's okayest birthday. Today is my birthday. And I'm driving all day. But I'm with Jenna. I'm with Remy. I'm with the baby. And got Cracker Barrel this morning. And we're going to stop at, of course the reefer kicks on right now. We're going to stop at Nick's Barbecue for the evening tonight. So I have two good meals. Our whole being healthy on the road has gone to shit. We're not eating bad food. We're not eating fast food.
We're just eating food.
We're just eating food, not making chavas. But Nick's, if you're familiar with it, off I-40 going through Arkansas, has amazing catfish. The best catfish I've ever had that wasn't caught directly out of a river and fish fried right on the spot.
Well, and on the food we're eating, like, what's tripped us up is that we knew we had to come home to get Brad set up in the truck, so we brought very minimal supplies, thinking we would have been home maybe sooner.
That's true.
And we just kind of have failed on that.
Yeah, so anyway, topic of this video. Sorry, if you guys aren't subscribers, subscribe, because this is a vlog of our trucking journey. So we're always going to give little life updates at the beginning, but as I said in the title, I wanted to talk about you guys who see YouTubers and make some assumptions based on make some assumptions about what you're going to make based on what you hear on YouTube. And this is in response to a comment. Maybe I'll screenshot it and put it up here, maybe not. I got to get rolling here shortly, but there's a comment about us talking about how we're able to make $15,000 a month combined, and this driver said, is it possible for me to make $15,000 net solo? Remember that? And Jen and I both were like, no. Like, that's
not really.
No. And I know that this driver knew that we were talking about team revenue. And in fact, Jen and I combined could make more than $15,000, but we don't run a solid month, you know, so we have some time off. We're usually out for like 21 to 24 days at most, and then we go home for 5 or 6 days. So you have to be really careful about basing or creating some assumptions based on what you see on YouTube. And there was a YouTuber the other day who I found it wildly offensive and slanderous, who went on this like jihad of saying that prime drivers are lying about the money they're making on YouTube. That is not true. I'm not aware of any YouTuber who lies about what they make.
They're actually like willing to like post
yeah, I think
all the stuff to the point that it makes me uncomfortable just because I'm really private.
There are plenty of prime drivers who are telling you that they're not making shit, including our channel. We've told you guys on several occasions where we get into one of those ditches for a few weeks that we ain't making shit. And then there are prime drivers who tell you that they had an extremely killer week. Lyle had a monster week a few months ago, and that doesn't mean that they're not telling you the truth, just because they're just telling you what they made that week. What's possible to make that week. Trucker Dude Brent is probably a good example of giving you a long, very honest view of what his truck is making for him, because he does almost weekly. Here's my weekly settlement, you know. But I think overall, you can't watch Prime Inc. drivers on YouTube and determine before you come to Prime that that's what you're going to make, because it's impossible. No two trucks are the same. And in fact, one truck is not the same the next week. So, and we get, this is probably one of the most common questions we get texted to the other phone is, how much can I expect to make weekly if I come lease with Prime?
And honestly, I feel that's the wrong question.
It is the wrong question.
It's, for me, what's more important is, what is the opportunity? Like, you know,
yes.
Because it very much varies and depends on the individual person. And what's, you know, and it also honestly comes down to your lifestyle and your budgeting, because what is plenty of money for some is not plenty of money for others. If you live well within your means, you know, like, so yeah, there's a lot of variables.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I can tell you, for example, that when I was solo, my average was just under $1,400 a week net, and that includes my time off. And you've gotten so ripped up for it being low. I have, too. like when I made a video about that, and that video has so many comments of people telling me I'm an idiot, and I should be making so much more money. And here's the thing: at that time in my life, we were not in a good position. Like, Jen and I were, you know, trying to rebuild our lives and trying to get back on top of some things, and that did the job. You know, that was what plenty. It was great. Yeah, that was great. What we needed. Have I made more money in my life? Yes, but that's what we needed, and that includes the time off that I took, which I took a lot of time off. Jenna was on the truck with me, so she wasn't driving the truck yet, but we took time off. So, and I only ran less than 2,400 miles a week. My average was, I think, 2,350 miles a week when I was solo. To me, that's really good money. Now, there are Prime solo drivers who make substantially more, and there are Prime solo drivers who make substantially less. Sometimes that's their fault, and that's the way they run their truck and their decisions. Sometimes they're responsible for that. Sometimes shit just goes sideways. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that this will work perfectly for everyone. There is a chance that this program will not work for you. That's a risk that you have to take, because it is risky.
But that's just like everything in life, that what may work for you may not work for me. Because, like, I have plenty of friends that, like, I have some friends that have gone on to different companies because Prime wasn't a good fit for them, and they go somewhere else that everybody's like, no, don't go there, don't go to that company. And they're incredibly happy at this other company that everybody hates on, you know. And then there are people that we are friends with here at Prime that they couldn't imagine going anywhere else. Just like the person who went over to the other company that everybody's like, oh no, that's the worst.
Oh yeah.
They're completely happy over there.
Yeah, we definitely know one driver in particular. I'm not going to say who it is, but has jumped 3 or 4 different companies since leaving Prime because of the promise of greener grass, and it's just been an utter disaster, you know. And then we know, like she was saying, we know drivers, Ross, several others that have left and have found great opportunity. But my point to you is, because we're getting so many questions of, I saw this video, can I expect that? Or this driver over here on this YouTube channel said this, can I expect that? You shouldn't expect to match what any Prime YouTuber is doing. What you should understand, like Jenna said, is that you're going to have the same opportunity. And that opportunity is what has worked so well for a lot of us on YouTube. That opportunity has worked so well for Jenna and I. We now have a fleet of 2 trucks that are our trucks. And I'm likely going to be able to become a full-time trainer next year and be home with our baby more often. I wouldn't have been able to do that 2 or 3 years ago. You know, 2 or 3 years ago, my option was to go haul ass in a truck. And then Jenna decided to drive, and then other doors started to open up, and, you know, but the opportunities are what's important. I wasn't even planning on saying that, so that was perfect.
Yeah. Well, no, because The only thing you can expect is that opportunity, and we are standing where we are standing because of what we did with that opportunity. And you know, that's the thing, is you have the ability to turn this into whatever you want it to be.
In fact, when I chose Prime, it was not because of the money promised. It was because we could have Remy with us on the truck. It was because it was refrigerated freight and somewhat insulated from, you know, economic downturns. They had great refrigerated contracts that I felt confident with. There were lots of YouTubers, crazy bags, you know.
Fleet of the Year awards.
Fleet of the Years. There were YouTubers that were obviously enjoying it, and so it wasn't. It wasn't really a financial, you know. It was the opportunity, and that's the question I think that you should be asking. Not can I make what you make, or can I make what this person makes. In fact, I'll be honest with you guys, and this is not really a slam on Prime. It's just something that somewhat makes me uncomfortable when they do it. Almost every Friday morning, what's his name, Jason Seymour, or one of them, operations, get up there and says, here's your path to make $100,000. This is what you're gonna make. You're gonna do these steps and you're gonna get to $100,000. That is not entirely true. Is it possible? Yes.
But he's not counting a lot of variables, like getting a month of shit trailers, because we know somebody.
Is your truck gonna break? Are you gonna get a bad student? A student who has to be taken home every, you know, couple weeks, or, you know, there's so many variables that you can't control. But I think that he's correct that there is a great opportunity for you to make $100,000 in your first full year of driving with Prime, following that formula that he lays out. I just don't like to.
Yeah, we wish he would tweak the way that he says it, because it just...
There's always some grumbles in the crowd of people saying, well, you know, I can make 6 figures, but I didn't make it my first year because this or that happened. You know, so, but it's the same thing. You can't look at what he's saying every Friday morning and say, yes, I'm going to go do that, and I'm going to make $100,000 my first year. And you can't look at our YouTube channel and say, well, I'm going to go make $15,000 a month.
And immediately start a private fleet, and immediately
and maybe you go out there and you make way more than Jen and I make, because there is that opportunity. Yes,
because we don't take every load.
Yeah, we don't take every load, and we take a lot of home time.
Look, I'm just gonna say, if you're a team couple, I would hope that you're capable of making more money than us.
Yeah.
Please go make more
I promise
money.
you, our fleet manager considers us the slowest truck on his fleet. I promise you. It's an ongoing joke. Now, we run smart, and he knows that. So we still make great revenue and money, but we could make a lot more money. And I mean a lot more. But there's things that are more important to us. You know, we're not about Jenna driving for 600 miles and then we say hi and bye and kiss each other as we switch, and I drive 600 miles every single day. That's not a life for us. Some people can do it, and
Remy needs to party.
Yeah, Remy needs to get out and party. So anyway, but my point is, don't look at our YouTube channel and see that you can make a certain dollar amount based on what we say. And don't look at any other YouTube channel and make that assumption. And also don't look at any channel and say, well, this isn't going to work because that's not enough money.
Right.
You need to just understand that Prime is an amazing company to start with. And for a lot of people to finish with, probably us. We're probably going to finish our trucking career with Prime many years from now. It's a perfect fit for us. It's a perfect fit for our plan. We see drivers come and go all the time, and we're still here, and we're going to be here for a long term, and we really enjoy that. But maybe it's a great place to learn, get a year, get 2 years, and go somewhere else and do bigger, better things. But what you can bank on, Rob Lowe loves to say, make some bank. What you can bank on is that you can make great money here, and you can find amazing opportunities. And that's what you should take away from our channel, hopefully, and from other channels, is that you're not going to replicate what someone else is doing, good or bad. You're going to have your own unique path.
It's like those choose your own adventure books.
Choose your own adventure, yep.
When you're a kid,
everybody starts with the same page. You know, when you read a choose your own adventure book, everybody starts with the same page, but everybody goes a different, you know, and that's a good thing. So anyway, hopefully this is some good food for thought. The question for tomorrow that I'll answer, I think it was on a YouTube comment. Someone asked, crap, I don't have, hang on, because this was a big one.
Drum.
Someone saw us on I-20 this morning. Yes, we were on I-20. So tomorrow, can you do a video? This is from Wombats. Can you do a video for how you run loads smarter? I can use some good pointers. Yeah, I'll do a video about that tomorrow. It's probably not going to be the type of answer you expect, because just like this video,
our definition of smarter may be different than your definition of smarter.
Yeah, so. And you're not going to be able to replicate the way we run our truck. You're going to have to come up with your own unique, you know, and it's not, people think you can just come out here and run a prime truck in the perfect routes, just the perfect loads all the time, and you will find yourself leaving prime if that's what you expect.
And that's why you always go back to your unpopular opinion that you told Hopper, and shout out to our buddy Hopper, who's currently working
yeah, he's almost finished with his year.
The 1 year. He's going through the 1 year experience. Eric always says, in your first year,
run everything.
Run everything that makes sense for your business. So obviously, if you can't because of your clock or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
yes.
I didn't turn down a load my entire first year, and that helped us know what to do and what not to do in our second year.
Yes.
And he's going through that right now. And I know there's some of you who've been driving for longer than I that disagree. Every time I say it, someone says, "Well, that's just really stupid."
It's not though, because it's education is not free. Like you're learning the shippers and receivers. We learned where we wanted to run, where we didn't want to run. We learned what's not profitable because it's too heavy.
A great example is there's a lot of loads that I could take that would pay incredible, like the stupid Long Island load we took a few weeks ago. It paid like $5 a mile or something just stupid, $6 a mile. There's not really anything in Long Island to pick up, you know. There's a lot of places in this country where you get sucked in with this excellent paying load that you just can't say no to, but you're not thinking about the other end of it.
You dispatch yourself into a black hole.
Well, the only way for me to learn not to ever go to Long Island again is to go to Long Island. You know, so that's how you learn. There's no shortcuts, you know. So anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow, but hopefully this video is helpful for you guys. Be inspired. I don't want this to be like a buzzkill for you. There's amazing opportunities, and it's going to be very unique to you. Don't let your assumptions be built based on what dollar amounts other Prime Inc. YouTubers are talking about. Just know that we're out here enjoying these opportunities, and these opportunities are here for you too. So anyway, guys, we gotta hit the road, be safe, make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. Talk to you guys soon.